Hi, I am Mrs. Rani, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. My topic name is Collection of Tax. Introduction. Indian Income Tax Act has provided for tax collection at source or TCS. In this provision, certain person are required to collect a specific percentage of tax from their buyer on expectational transaction. Most of the transaction are trading or business in nature. It does not affect the common man. Read on to know more. Latest update: tax collection at source DTS for foreign remittance under LRS was raised from 5% to 20% in budget 2023. Expected from education and medical reason, this will extend to international travel, sending money abroad and other remittance. The new rule will take force on July 1, 2023. Levy of collection subject to the provision of subsection 2. There shall be levied a tax called the central government and service tax on all intranet supply of goods or service or both except on the supply of alcohol liquor for human consumption on the value determined under section 15 and at such rate not exceeding 20% as may be notified by the government on the recommendation of the council and collected in such manner as may be prescribed and shall be paid by the taxable person. The central tax on the supply of the petroleum, crude oil, high speed diesel, motor spirit, natural gas and fuel shall be levied with effect from such date as may be notified by the government on the recommendation of the council. The government may, on the recommendation of the council, by the notification, electronic commerce operator for any purpose in the taxable territory shall be liable to pay tax. Provident further that where an electronic commerce operator does not have a physical presence in the taxable territory and also he do not have representative in the said territory, such electronic commerce operator shall appoint a person in the taxable territory for the purpose of paying tax and such person shall be liable to pay the tax. Activity to be treated as supply of goods or supply of service. Transfer: any transfer of the little in goods in a supply of goods. Any transfer of right in goods or of undivided share in goods without the transfer of title thereof if a supply of service. Any transfer of title in goods under agreement which consideration as agreed is a supply of goods. Land and building: any lease, tenancy, estimate, license to occupy land is a supply of service. Any lease or lending out of the building including a commercial, industrial or residential complex for business or commerce either wholly or partly is a supply of service. Treatment or process: any treatment or process which is applied to another person goods is a supply of the service. Transfer of business asset: where goods forming part of the asset of a business are transferred or disposal of by or under the direction of the person carrying on the business so as no longer to form part of this asset whenever or not for a consideration such transfer or disposal is a supply of goods by the person. Supply of the service. The following shall be treated as supply of service, namely rendering immovable property, construction of a complex building, civil structure or a part thereof, including a complex or building intended for sale to a buyer wholly or partly expert, where the entry consideration has been received after issuance of the completion certificate were required by the authority or after it is first occupation, whichever is earlier. Programming, adaptation, upgradation, enhancement, implementation of information technology software, aggregation to the obligation to from an act or to tolerant an act or situation or to do an act, and transfer of the right to use any goods of any purpose. Work contract as defined in clause under section 119 of section 2 under supply by the way of or a part of any service or in any other manner whatever of goods, being food or any other article for human consumption or any drink other than alcohol, liquor for human consumption, where such supply or service is for cash, deferred payment or other valuable consider. Supply of goods. The following shall be treated as supply of goods, namely supply of goods by any incorporated association or body of person to a member thereof of the collection of tax. Thank you. Thank you.